Hey there, my name is Chaya. Some of you might know who I am. I will reintroduce myself either way. I am a survivor of, well, I like to call it the four big A's: alcoholism, abuse, anxiety, and ADHD. I grew up with all of those present in my life on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, through a lot of healing, growth, and recovery, I've managed to turn around and see my story through another light. And what I'd like to do is share that story with you for the first time ever. The story of a traumatized young girl and how she got out, and how I look at the story I lived through today. See, I believe that we all have a story, and I believe you have a story too. Part of it is untold. And what I want to tell you is how you can see that story. Especially after experiencing abuse or knowing anyone that has experienced abuse, or if you live with anxiety or ADHD, and of course, if you live with alcoholism. Any of those are a good enough reason to learn how to redefine your story. See, for a very long time, I hated my story. And the truth is, there will be moments where I will be ashamed to tell you parts of my story. But I find it necessary, especially for those of you who joined me on my last series, which is a 30-day emotional fitness gym, and pretty much a ton of hard work on creating the strongest, best version of ourselves. And I feel like it's time that I share my version, my life, and you can see the version of me that is today, where I'm going, in spite of the horrific past that I've been through. Because some of you don't believe me when I say your past does not determine your future, but it really doesn't. And after a lot of thinking, I've decided to start my path, to start the journey, sharing my part of the journey after my parents moved. My parents moved when I was around 17, 18 years old, and they kind of didn't set me up in the hope that I would come join them, and I didn't go because I hoped they wouldn't leave. And yeah, it was a painful place and a very wrong age to be left alone without knowing how to deal with anything and without knowing how cruel the world really can be. And I will do my best to share as openly and as honestly as possible and as vulnerably as possible. I want to tell you that there will be a lot of triggers, there will be a lot of moments, because I'm going to go all the way there. I will also keep coming back and showing you how we can look at that pain with so much strength. See, those stuff that I hated to share, those stuff that I hid for so long, that I shamed myself for so long, they're the reason why I am who I am today. And they're the reason why I know what I know today, and why I can share with you this beautiful, beautiful side. The real talk, the talk that no one likes to talk about. So, if you're looking for a new way to see your story through the eyes of love, come follow me, see my journey, and internalize whatever part talks to you so that you can see your journey through the eyes of love the way you deserve it. Just because you went through something once and you have PTSD about it today doesn't mean it has to be the rest of your life. I promise you. So, if you're ready to go dive deep in, like, subscribe, and show up tomorrow. Show up to the next video. See what happens when a 17-year-old gets left behind without any guidance. And if I may say, after a very traumatic childhood, find out what happens and what kind of stories she tells herself about the stories she's going through. All right, I'll see you soon.